Authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Well, good morning, everybody. We've got some pretty chilly conditions outside right now, but thankfully the winds have calmed down. This tower cam now steady as a rock. We're not seeing it bouncing around anymore because those wind speeds have calmed down significantly over what we saw yesterday. Traffic starting to slow down a little bit there along I-20, so do be aware of that. But thanks to the West Texas State Bank weather cam, we've got a good live look at those conditions. Now, by the way, those conditions are pretty dry still. 24-degree dew points here in Odessa Midland indicates a pretty dry air. Average for this time of year is upper 20s, low 30s. And of course, dew points measure how much water vapor is in the air. So we're not really working with too much here in Odessa Midland, but much less in Alpine at 16-degree dew points, half that in El Paso at 8-degree dew points. Now, most of that dry air is going to be coming in from the north and west. Notice as it pushes in, it's actually pushing a lot of these clouds out of the way. So that's one of the big reasons that we'll see some pretty clear conditions here in West Texas for today. The basin looking very, very clear right now. And as that sun comes up, we should see that sun really shine very brightly today. A lot of sunshine coming our way today, and that's going to help us warm up pretty significantly and pretty quickly. Right now, our temperature's in the 30s, but once we get to this afternoon, we'll pick up into the low 50s. High temperatures topping out just below 60 degrees here in Odessa Midland today. Wind speeds, not too bad at all. Only 5-10 miles per hour, so much calmer than what we saw yesterday, much sunnier as well. And as we get to the evening time, no real clouds to speak of. And of course, we know without those clouds overnight to insulate our temperatures, they're going to drop off pretty quickly. So expect another chilly night tonight and another chilly morning for tomorrow morning as well. 6-mile-per-hour breeze here in Odessa Midland, good enough to give us a little bit of that wind chill. So make sure you bundle up as you head out the door this morning. Temperatures right around the 30s for most of us, but when that wind blows, it feels even colder. But thankfully, we're not going to see those winds really increasing for today. Wind directions are going to change up on us, but wind speeds staying pretty consistent in that 5-10 mile per hour range. As we get to the overnight hours by tomorrow morning, notice we're starting to see some of those gap winds developing at some of the higher elevations, but it's not until the afternoon that we really start to see some of those winds really increasing. Wednesday, picking up to 18 miles per hour for Odessa Midland by 4 p.m., so about that 15 to 20 mile per hour range is what we can expect for tomorrow's wind speeds. Now, going forward from there, we're only going to see those winds actually picking up, especially in the mountains in southeast New Mexico, really ramping up our wind speeds as we get on into Thursday. So get ready for a windy couple of days coming through, but not today. Today we're looking at those single-digit wind speeds almost all day. Good enough to give us a little wind chill, so don't neglect that. Make sure you bundle up heading out the door, but we should be dealing with some pretty calm conditions. Now, yesterday we had the first red flag warning of the year. Not very exciting for us, but hopefully you stayed careful with those cigarette butts and flames and sparks and things like that because they were able to spread around very quickly. Today, we're looking at similarly dry conditions. Anytime we see humidity numbers dropping down into the teens, that really indicates a lot of dry air, good enough to dry out a lot of the brush, and that's exactly what we're seeing out to the west. Thankfully, wind speeds are not going to be high enough to spread those flames around or give us any fire weather concerns, but as we see those winds ramping up by the end of the week, those dry conditions can dry out that brush, possibly leading us to some more fire weather concerns by the middle of the week. Right now, we're not really dealing with that. We've got some very sunny conditions, very mild conditions, especially compared to yesterday. 59 degrees will be our high temperature today, 67 tomorrow, and 74 on Thursday. But we actually warm up even more by Friday, up to 78. And it's still technically winter. We've got high temperatures coming through near the 80s. But look out for tomorrow morning. It is going to be another chilly one. 35 is the low, starting us off on Wednesday.